Welcome to 3-week workshop on programming in C++. In this video, I am going to explain the concept of input and output statement in C++ program. So we know that if you want to write any kind of a program, the input and output statement is very important to interact with the user. So in this video, I'm going to explain what is the input statement, what are the different possible of input and output statement can be used. The first one, I'm going to discuss on input statements. So you know that input statement means you are going to read the input from the user. Means you are going to read the input from the user. So while you are getting input from the user, we must know that the different format possible to use it. So read the input from the user. So there are different possible ways you are going to read it. You are going to read either in the form of numbers. As you know, the different kind of data type supported by C++. Maybe we are going to read in the form of numbers or maybe in the form of alphabets. So by using these kind of input statements, we are going to read any numbers or maybe alphabets. The first one method is formatted input statements. Formatted means that it will read the input from the keyboard with the help of in formatted manner. It means that that's only the specific format we are going to use for the reading. So the first is a formatted input statement is CIN statement. CIN is also called as the insertion operator. So insert the value into the specified memory location so that it is called as insertion operator. By using this input insertion operator, that means that a formatted input output statement, we are able to read numbers. That means that different type of number. It may be a whole number that is called int, or maybe a float or double that is called a fractional, or maybe a whole number we can able to read. And as well as we are able to read alphabets also. We can able to read alphabets also. Okay, let us discuss with one simple example. I'm going to write a one simple C++ program. As you know that, so the basic header file support for C++ program is iostream.h. So I am included, and here I am going to just for a testing purpose. I don't want to go with the class definition and as well as a function definition, so that I am going with just a simple main function definition. Okay, so just assume that I want to read a one number, whole number. So for the data type is a integer. I'm going to say my variable name is number. Okay, so here I'm going to find the output. Now means I'm going to get the input. So CIN. So that is means that it is an insertion operator. So that it is a greater than symbol, and I want to read it a number. So the explanation is the value which is read from the keyboard, it will be stored on the input device number. So we know how to read it, so the values will be pushed onto the memory. So we know that we need to save it before running. So already you know that the corresponding extension is .cpp. I'm going to say .cpp. So here I'm using Turbo C++ compiler for the demo purpose. Okay, so that is some values there because of the previous output is there, so that it will support getch also. The Turbo C compiler supports getch. It supports conio.h, so that you can include clear screen and as well as a getch. But we know that there is no optional part of the program. You know, optional means you know that this is an optional part of the program. So, so just I'm include. So just I'm going to read a value. For example, I'm going to enter the 45. Right? Still, you know that the value is stored in a memory. So you know that the values is stored in a memory. But we don't know whether the value which is stored inside of the number is 45 or not. So that the simple way we are using an output statement. Any one of the output statement for display. So for the output statement is a cout. It is also called as extraction operator because it is going to extract from the memory, extract the values from the memory. So that we call as extraction operator. So that I'm going to use extraction operator here. Cout. So extraction operator is I'm going to display the value which is inside of the memory. So I'm going to say just enter the value. So it asks a value. I'm going to enter 34 and it will be displayed as 34. Clear? So if you want to print the, I'm expecting the format is, the number is like that means, if you, first of all, you have to say like this, the number is, then you have to close it and you have to insert. So you have to insert in which location you want. Clear? So like as Java, you can insert in which location you want to insert the value you want to display. Here there is no need to use this format specifier like control strings like percentage D, percentage F, percentage LD, percentage F, like that. No need to include everything here. Just you can include in which location you want to insert the value, you can define it. Clear? Okay, just I'm going to compile once again. So this was I'm going to compile. So no errors and I'm going to run it. I'm going to enter 678, so it will be displayed. In case if it is a float, means the main advantages of C in the format output is it will be applicable to read any kind of an input. Even if you want to include, you can go with the float. Or we can run it. Just a compilation over, no errors. Then I'm going to run the program. So it goes, I give 567, so it will display. Then if you want to give a fractional number, I'm going to give 4.5, it will display 4.5. So this is the way we are going to define. Okay, if you want to display as a character, it will accept. So no errors, run it. So that I'm going to enter R. So it will display R. If you want to read a string, so another string means we need a one-dimensional array to read a one string. So display programming. Clear? But actually there is some drawbacks we have in this scene. If you are using scene, that is called insertion operator for reading an input, it will read only the text, it will not read a line of input. For example, I'm going to enter. So welcome to this C++ program. It will take only welcome because once if you leave the space or press enter, the input will be terminator. The input function will be terminator. See that you will accept up to the space. So if you are using a cin operator for reading a string, it will read only the word. It will not read the entire string, the entire line of the text. It is similar to the scanf statement in C++. We know that the scanf statement read only the one word from the input device. It will not read a line of text. Instead of that, we are using getText. So like that, here you should not prefer to go with the line or reading a line of a text by using insertion operator, insertion input statement. So with this, from this, what we can understand that by using cin operator, we are able to read different data type of inputs. It may be a character, it may be a string, means it may be a word, it may be a number, it may be a whole number or fractional number, we are able to read. So, and also with the help of a cout, that is called extraction operator, we are able to print all different type of inputs. Sorry, all different type of outputs. It may be a number or maybe alphabets. Whatever may be, it is maybe a line of text or maybe a line of text or maybe a single character or maybe any kind of a number, it will be displayed. So by using a cout is not an important choices to work. And so now next I move on to unformatted input statement. So here the unformatted input statement. So there are two unformatted input statements are defined inside of the get and get line. So these are the unformatted statement defined iostream.get. So that you have to access with the help of object. Here cin is also a predefined object for input and cout is a predefined object for output, so that you need to use you need to access this method by using predefined object cin and as well as cout based on the method we are going to use. Okay, so let us take, I'm going to define the syntax for gets. So the syntax is, so by using an object only we are going to access, so that cin.get. So this is a function we need to read a one single character from a keyboard. So the syntax is a variable name is a syntax. So it must be a character, variable name must be a character. So variable name must be in a character, then only to accent. So and also the syntax is a getLine method. And here you need to define what is a variable name. So you have to define what is a variable name and what is the maximum number of characters you are able to read. You have to define what is the maximum number of characters you are going to read. So this is the two possible syntax for get and getLine. So I will repeat once again. For a get, so purpose is you are going to read one character from an input device. So the syntax is variable name equal to cin.get. I told that this is a object oriented programming, so that if you want to access anything, we have to use object name dot property name. So here the function name is a property, so that we are able to access with the help of dot property. So now I'm going to use it. This is for only character. So get method will not be suitable for numbers. For number category, we are unable to use cin.get method. So I'm going to read so that my variable name is a number. It's a character variable name. So cin.get. So you have equivalent put method also, but it can able to put only as a character. But I told that cout is applicable for all the time, so that no need to go with the extraordinary things. So I'm going to enter only one character, so it will be displayed. Here, and instead of this put also possible, but it will be display only one single statement to cout dot put, and you have to display what is the character you want to display. So that is a syntax. So for put method, you need to define what is the character you want to display. So you have to pass it as arguments. Yeah, if you are using a put method, the values will not be visible. Okay. So the next one is, so now put is over. So output statement is also over. So our next one is a getLine method. So getLine method is mainly used for reading a line of a text. Or that it is a line of a text means that is characters. So that I'm going to use 20. So that the syntax will be changed. So we know that the syntax is, it is a method which is defined in input. So input stream, so that we have to use cin.getLine. So by using object only, we are able to access it. So cin.getLine, and we are going to define in which variable the values will be stored, and what is the maximum number of characters you are going to store. That means that what is the maximum number of characters you are able to read. So if you are giving it 20, it accepts only 20 characters. If I am giving you only 10, it accepts only the 10 characters. So for example, I'm going to enter like this. Welcome to this C++ program. It will accept only the 10 characters because we are reading what is the maximum size. So whenever if we are using getLine, always try to give what is the maximum size of the memory which is allocated for the variable, so that it is easy for us to, it's no problem to accept maximum number of inputs. For example, I'm giving only 2, it accepts, means only 4 characters, it will accept it. But it indicates that what is the maximum number of characters can able to accept from an input device. So this size second argument always indicate that what is the maximum amount of characters we are able to, means that the character and the number variable can able to support. At a time, you can able to read from an input device. But getLine always used to read a line of inputs from a line of text from an input device. So finally, I just concluded that this video discussion. So in this video, just I recalled that what are the input, output, and statements supported by C. So for input statement, for reading any type of input, we can go with the insertion operator. Cin is a predefined object for istream. Istream means that input stream. So for output stream, we can go with cout. Cout is a predefined object for cout. And here we are using extraction operator. We means the double less than symbol. It means that we are going to extract the value from the memory. And for unformatted means for reading a character and displaying a character. For a single character, we have to use a get method. And for a display method, for a display a single character, we have to use a put method. And we don't have, and for reading a line of a text, we can use a getLine method, but we don't have a equivalent put line method. Instead of that, we can go with formatted output statements. So these are the possible input and output statement will be supported by C++ program. And another one more thing also we should understand. So I'm working in Turbo C platform, so that getchar, getch, everything will be supported. Getch, getchar, getch, everything will be supported because everything will be defined under Conio.h. But if you go with some other compiler like GCC compiler and all, it will not work. So that I don't explain those methods here, but if you are working in Turbo C, Turbo C++ version, means that the compiler which supports the header file Conio.h, that is called console input output.h, it supports getch and all. Getch, everything will be supported because these are the method will be defined under Conio.h. So if the compiler supports the Conio.h header file, surely those methods also will be applicable to include as an input and output statement. But in some of the compiler, the Conio.h will not be okay, especially if you are working in a terminal, won't support Conio.h. So that in this situation, you should not prefer to go with like getch and all. And so these are the possible ways we are going to use Conio.h, means input and output statement in C++ program. Thank you.